Is Winston Churchill the mole? Do Solomons and Mosley have more in common than we think? And was Johnny Dogs responsible for all the bad stuff that went down?
Everything Johnny said is lies.
Winston Churchill and Tommy Shelby haven't always seen eye to eye. However, a mutual enemy in the form of Oswald Mosley could change all of that in the upcoming season.
Don't let them come. Welcome them appropriately.
Season 5 saw the future Prime Minister and the leader of the Peaky Blinders gang agree that there's no place for fascism in British society.
The man we're about to meet is the devil.
But did Winston approve of Tommy's plan to send Mosley to the grave?
Do what you have to do, Mr. Shelby. And if you need anything, call me.
Winston and Tommy both know that guys like Mosley need to be dealt with in extreme ways. And Winston knew fine well that Tommy was planning something mischievous regarding their common nemesis.
What is your strategy?
I won't burden you with this.
You're going to break the law.
I don't know about you guys, but that exchange makes me think that Tommy and Winston would make a mighty fine pairing. Maybe it wouldn't be the most historically accurate, but who doesn't want to see a political hero team up with a certified G? Then again, it's still possible that Tommy and Winston will end up on opposite sides of the fence at some point in Season 6. Following the Shelby gang's botched attempt to eliminate Mosley for good in Season 5, it's clear that there's a traitor in the ranks.
They knew everything. They knew everything.
Tommy was dreaming about a black cat throughout the season, and the symbolism of his nightmares is coming true. Someone clearly tipped off Mosley about the plans, and that just ain't on. And some fans have speculated that Winston could have been the mole. For a start, he knew all about Tommy's plans, but what could have possessed the politician to tip off one of his main opponents? Maybe Winston wants Tommy to keep his nose clean and give up his gangster ways to focus on his own political career?
What he's really asking is that the working man carry the can.
At the same time, supporters of this theory argue that Winston doesn't want Mosley to be viewed as a martyr. Heck, it's also possible that Churchill didn't want to be at the center of a murder investigation. I mean, Mosley's supporters would probably blame old Winston and claim corruption's afoot. That ain't a good look for a politician who has ambitions to eventually govern the country and unite the masses.
Among those enemies, we can number Mr. Winston Churchill, who last night condemned me in the House as a threat to democracy.
Killing off Mosley also poses the risk of fueling more pro-fascist sentiments in the grand scheme of things, so Winston does have some motive. That being said, Tommy didn't fill the old dog in on the specifics of his plan, so there must be another black cat. More on that later though. One thing is for sure, Tommy needs all the friends he can get right now.
And everything I hear about you tells me you're a man without a family as well.
You see, Mosley isn't the only person that he and his homies are at odds with. The Shelby Clan has been in disarray since Michael Gray came into the picture. That's because Michael is basically trying to take over their company and force Tommy and Arthur to retire.
Take a look at the future, Tommy. At least read it with an open mind.
Of course, neither brother's willing to give up everything they've worked hard to build, and Michael could be on borrowed time as a result. But what does that mean for Michael's mother, Polly? She seems to have chosen Michael's side given that he's her biological son and all, and Tommy let her know that he'll do whatever he has to die if war breaks out. Is Tommy going to kill Polly? Let's hope he doesn't.
Tommy's different.
Sure, they had their differences recently, but she's always been a wise confidant to the Shelbys. So, hopefully they'll find a way to settle their differences and get along. That said, the Polly situation is tricky now that actress Helen McCrory is no longer with us. The actress passed away in 2021 following a battle with cancer. So Polly's involvement in Season 6 will be bittersweet. But she will have a part to play, and fans can expect her story to be given some type of closure. It seems that long-standing alliances are starting to break in Peaky Blinders, and the Shelby's enemies will be out to take advantage of that. With that in mind, could Alfie Solomons be set to team up with Mosley?
Since my resurrection, I am considered to be a god.
I know what you're thinking. Why would a racist politician team up with a Jewish gang leader? To take out the bigger competition, of course. In an interview with The Express, actor Sam Claflin teased the possibility of Mosley forming an odd couple tag team with Tom Hardy's character in Season 6. I remember one thing that Stephen Knight did mention to me was the thought of this Jew hater and a Jew combining would be quite an interesting matchup. It certainly would be. On top of that, director Anthony Byrne said that it should happen, and he certainly has a lot of input over the creative direction of the series, so it's bound to happen, right? These little nuggets of information suggest that season 6 will feature one mighty feud between the two unlikely duos. Then again, we can expect lots of feuds in the 6th season of Peaky Blinders. And that brings us back to the assassination ploy. Who's the mole? The Black Cat. The ultimate traitor. We've already discussed the Churchill theory, but there are other suspects in the mix. Do you remember when Bonnie was strung up and crucified by the Billy Boys? Only one man knew where to find Bonnie and Aberama at the time.
Only Johnny Dogs and his kid knew where we were camped.
Johnny Dogs has been an ally of the Shelbys since the first season. But, as we just saw, he might have a secret agenda that hasn't been unveiled yet. He also has a habit of avoiding danger. For example, where was he during the rally scene in which Arthur and Aberama were attacked? That man is surely up to something. Besides, aren't betrayals more impactful when they come from the people we least expect? Elsewhere, some folks have also accused Gina of being the Black Cat. Let's analyze the evidence. Gina obviously has connections to the Shelby family, so it wouldn't be surprising if she knew all about the plan to assassinate Mosley. But what exactly is her relationship with Mosley? Well, we all saw the fornicating fascist getting it on with an unidentified blonde woman in season 5. Gina's hair color certainly fits that description. On top of that, she is prone to telling fibs and manipulating people to get her way, so we can't rule out this theory. But what does Gina get out of helping a fascist? Maybe she agrees with his vision. She might just find him to be charming and hot. Additionally, it's possible that they've been in cahoots behind the scenes for a long time. Proponents of this theory believe that she was planted in Detroit and tasked with getting close to Michael, also that she could manipulate him to dismantle the Shelby unit from the inside. Anything is possible in Peaky Blinders, so we can't rule anything out. At the end of the day, we can only speculate about these answers for the time being. Peaky Blinders Season 6 is rooted in mystery, and a lot of drama is expected. Will Arthur and Jimmy McCarvin settle their feud or carry out their long gestating plans to end it? Will we find out the identity of the politician who gave Tommy bad looks in Season 5? And will we ever find out what happened to Darcy Sabini after Season 2? He's been mentioned a few times since then, suggesting that a grand return could be in the cards. The only thing we know for sure is that the final season of Peaky Blinders will be dramatic, violent, emotional, and full of twists and turns. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our breakdowns of more unanswered questions about your favorite movies and TV shows. Thanks for staying awesome.